Hi, Chuck Hawley from West Marine with a National Safe Boating Week video. In fact, this is probably appropriate any week of the year because we've got a number of great safety items, all of which fit into this tiny little bag. You know, I was on a recent trip back to the East Coast and I had to bring a bunch of safety gear, and what I realized is I can get 10 items, many of them with new technology, in this tiny little bag. So let's go through the items. Let's see. The first is a man overboard strobe, or maybe a crew overboard strobe. And in this case, instead of using a xenon tube, it uses an LED. You can see it doesn't look very much during the day, but it's extremely bright during the night, and the battery lasts for a really long time because the LED is really efficient in its use of electricity. Plus, it has some little contacts on the underside of it, so it can turn on automatically if you fall into the water. Here's an example of the little LED strobe at a distance of about 100 feet. Our second item is a little headlight, keeping on our lighting theme. This is an LED headlight. The LED headlight is a wonderful thing if you want to do projects on the boat late at night and you're trying to do some repairs or read a chart or do a lot of things. This has 3 different intensities, plus if you turn it on, you can make it blink so that while you're wearing it, you can actually shine the light towards would-be rescuers, and it'll strobe 1, 2, 3, 4, there we go. It'll strobe at the person that you're looking at. Okay, here's an example of how the little Princeton Tech light works at a distance of about 100 feet. Here's the high power setting, medium power setting, low power setting, and the strobing setting. Next on the list, and this is a brand new product just in the last 12 months, is a man overboard alarm, but in this case using AIS. This is the Canad Survivor Rescue System SafeLink R10. But you don't have to remember that. All you have to remember is if you get into trouble and fall into the water, you can release this antenna and it will broadcast your GPS location to any AIS receiver within several miles of your location. Now, what's nice about this model as opposed to other man overboard alarms is that as you drift in the water, it'll update your position. So your crew or other rescuing boats will always know exactly where you are. Let's see, next on the list, what do we have here? Well, this is one of my favorites. This is an ACR PLB, one of their smallest models. This will fit in your foul weather gear jacket, your life jacket, wherever you are. You want to make sure, incidentally, that you attach it to yourself. It can also be used in case the vessel gets in an emergency. So by turning this on, you broadcast for up to 24 hours your exact position to rescue agencies around the world, or it can be used for personal use. So a personal locator beacon, unbelievable value, very compact, easy to use. Let's see what else we have in here. Well, we've talked about this before. This is the MInReach. This is a satellite messaging product that allows you to send either predetermined messages or custom messages to any email address anywhere in the world. Amazing product. And it will link with your iPhone or your Android-based phone so that you can send custom messages up to 160 characters. Plus, if you slide the little switch across and push the SOS button, it'll send an SOS message to a monitoring station who will then alert either the Coast Guard or possibly a land-based rescue resource. Next, we've got a really low-tech product, in fact, 2 low-tech products. This is, well, you know what it is. It's a signaling mirror. Really skinny and easy to carry, very lightweight, inexpensive. But with this, during the day, this becomes one of the most effective ways to signal that you can have on your body. If you fall overboard, this is very easy to aim and to get attention. At the other end is a whistle, which is a really good way, and when you're starting to shout, your voice is losing out on you, you can use the whistle and to alert people to your problems. Finally, no, 2 more items. You know, this is really the revolutionary item. This is a handheld VHF radio with digital selective calling built in. So we can turn this on, it'll get a GPS fix because it has a built-in GPS, and then if we get into trouble, we can flip up the little red side cover here, push the button, and send an emergency message anywhere in the coastal United States up to 20 or more miles offshore. It not only sends your vessel ID number or your MMSI number, but also your precise location. Plus, it's a handheld VHF radio, so you can use it to communicate with other boaters, harbor masters, bridge tenders, the Coast Guard using voice instead of DSC. It's an extremely versatile device, and it's inexpensive. The final item is just something that should be in every boater's pocket when they're on the water. It's a good rigging knife. This is the West Marine rigging knife. We've sold tens of thousands of these. They're very inexpensive, and it has a 440C stainless steel blade that stays extremely sharp and is relatively easy to sharp if it does get dull. So those are my 10 items for National Safe Boating Week. They're compact, they're reasonably priced, and they can really make a difference to your safety when you're on the water. Have a safe National Safe Boating Week and every time you're on the water.